Time for another progress shoot. You'll remember Seppman sent me 2 forks. This one was the olive wood one that he had to run all kinds of ants out of. Well, you can see I used some resin to fill some holes. And, you know, I got to sanding it down and got some shape, you know. I had to go pretty big on the forks, on the hole in the forks here because of bad wood and everything. So the forks ended up a little slender in this direction, but they're still pretty solid and deep. And the thing about slingshots like this, you rarely shoot them. They're more for show when you get done. And you can see the wood's just absolutely amazing in this thing. Okay, all kinds of colors and shapes. You can see where the resin has filled it. The one problem I had was when I pulled it out, I realized that, yes, I had filled up the resin, and I'd taken care of some of that. But there was still, I just wasn't quite sure about it. So, having a big vat of cactus juice already in the vacuum chamber, I decided to run this through a stabilization process as well. It did quite well, even with the resin. You can see there's little voids in the resin. This comes because I put some powder in the resin. I put a little too much powder, so now, and it didn't mix as well as I like, so it has a couple of voids. But you know what? Those will all clean up nice, and once they're cleaned up, I may put a CA finish on parts of this to make it work. But in the meantime, you guys can kind of see this was when Seppman sent me this, man, you couldn't really even tell if there was wood inside this thing anymore or not. But as you can see, it's turned out to be quite pretty. You can see it's going to be even down in the thing. A little rough, needs a little more sanding, which I'll be doing over the next few days. Maybe a little more finishing. But anyway, every time I work a little bit on it, I find another little void that just needs to be filled. That's in the, like, see, you can tell there's one right here in the middle of the resin that I might clean out and fill. I don't know, I'm just working on it slow and steady. Anyway, hope you liked the progress shot.